don't know where it's going, but it's going somewhere. Hey guys, today is page 15. I'll give you some color to look at. We're going to work on another one of these cardboard, chipboard inserts. And what I want to do today is I want to take this stack of scraps here, and I'm going to use as many of these scraps as I can to make my background, and I'm going to do both sides. And that way I clear up some of this stuff, and then we'll see what we can create with the page once the scraps are down. Before I do that though, I am going to separate them. Okay, here's my piles. Here's the large pieces of paper, scraps of scrapbook paper and painty paper and the book text and everything that I've been working with that is a lighter weight. This is the small to medium sizes. They were all fairly the same size, so I just stuck them in the same pile. Then I have a corrugate pile with a little piece of tag. And then I have the little fabric pile here. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to use all of it, but I'm going to cover both sides of my page with as much of this paper as I can. And I'm just going to use a glue stick to do it. And when I'm done, I will get with you on what we're going to do next, which I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to do something based on what we get here. And I'll put that in fast forward and let you watch the process, okay? All right, let's get started. Okay, I've covered both sides. I even added a couple more pieces. This, and this. And I still have this left over. So I've told you before, your scraps multiply. You can never get rid of them. So the next thing I want to do is go ahead and put some gesso on both sides of my page. The glue is still drying. It's still a little yucky, like sticky, but that's okay. I'm going to put gesso on it, so it'll probably counteract the glue. But I always take my pages after I put a bunch of scraps together and I put gesso on it and wipe it back, and then I see what stands out to me and bring that out again. So let's just go ahead and do that with our card. I've got a key card here that you've seen me use. I'm just going to put down a little gesso. We're having a thunderstorm. Oscar's underneath my table. He doesn't like storms. Oh, I always put too much. Always. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to spread my gesso out over my whole page here, and I already love it more just doing this. It makes it more cohesive looking to me, and I can make better sense of it. Okay, I'm going to dry this side, and then I'll come back and I'll do the other side real quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and punch my holes, then I'm going to put gesso on. Okay, the holes are back in, and now we're going to put more gesso on this side. All right, I'm going to dry this now. We'll do this side for today, and we'll do this side for page 16. So what I see here that stands out to me is this pink and this green or turquoise and these greens in here. So I took this Sea Breeze by Americana, and I'm going to put a little bit out on my paper here, my little page. I'm just going to drop some drops. And I'm going to do the same thing with this as I did with my gesso. And then I'm going to take this green, it's kiwi, It's almost gone. And I'm going to put some out here and do that again. So now I want to dry this. Okay, I can still see some hearts poking through, so I'm going to trace those out with my pencil so that I can see them easier. Okay, that's all I see as far as hearts go. So I want to pull out this pink here. And I have a neon pink. It is an Artist Loft neon pink. Maybe I'll just go ahead and paint that heart. You know what? I like that heart the way it is. I'm going to get a stiffer brush, more like a stencil brush. And I'm going to stencil it in, pounce it in to that heart, because I do want to make that heart partially this color. Alright, I'm going to dry this. I don't know where it's going, but it's going somewhere. Let's do the black Stabilo. It's a Stabilo all, and I'm going to trace around my heart, and then I'll take a paintbrush with a little bit of water on the bristles, and I will activate the charcoal. And we might lose this in a little bit because I'm going to add more paint or some other medium, I'm not sure which. But for now, this is what I wanted to do, so we can always bring it back in. Okay, these are oil pastels that I've had for a long time. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was $5.99 when I bought it. It's probably about $10 now. I've had it for years. And I'm going to use similar colors to what are on here to bring out the heart. So I'm just going to take the pink one here. Actually, do I want the pink one? Maybe I want the orangey red one. Let's try that. And I'm just going to add some color into my heart here and smear it around with my finger. Sometimes I'll heat it up with my heat tool, but you got to be careful, don't burn yourself. And I'll rub it around that way. I'm going to go back and get the pink. And the way I do it is just heat it, and then rub it with my finger and rub it in. Down here is a little piece of paper that I put on, and it's going to turn into a leaf. I'm just pulling out shapes that I see. I don't see any more papers that I put down that I can make into a leaf, but there's a big piece of paper here, and I can turn part of that into a leaf. Sometimes I won't smear it in, and sometimes I will. I've got this scrap here I'm going to try to incorporate down here, and I kind of like the way this goes, so that would look good too, that way. I kind of like that. And then I'm going to take my Stabilo again. It's still gluey, so I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to trace the top kind of along the torn strip of paper. all I need now is to decide if I want anything else on here. I've got this piece of paper I didn't use, and I like this area. It's almost like another flower, but I like this center black and purple area. I like this area, and I like this area. I'm trying to decide. This is kind of what I want to do. Maybe I should tear it. I want to tear out this circle of circles. I kind of want to put that right there. Or I could go right here and then bring in another piece down there. That's what I'll do. Okay, there we go. I think maybe that's enough. Maybe a little bit of writing on here somewhere. I don't know. I just don't know if I want a word on there or not. I keep thinking maybe a word, but I think I'd rather do pencil first. So, but I saw this word on here, dare, and I thought I'd put it right here. This word shows through. It says did. I don't know. Maybe I'll write the word dare here. Except I'll put a Y on it. Dairy. Oh well, it doesn't have to make sense. Nobody can read it anyway. And then put it over here. Trying to be very messy. I don't want this perfect. All right, I'm going to leave this tonight. And when I come back tomorrow to do page 16, I will decide if I want to do anything else to that. And if not, I'll just say goodbye to you tomorrow. How about that? That way, I don't have to make a decision tonight because I am a little tired and I can't make up my mind. Sometimes you like things better after taking a break from it. All right, so we'll see you in the morning. Hey guys, it's the next day and I walked in the room, sat down, and I love this page. But I do want a word on there. And I went through and found a word on these little words. Let's see, let me show you real quick. It's called Life's Journey. And I found the word inspire because that's what I strive for. I want to inspire you to create, whether or not you like what you make or don't, or like what I make or don't. I want to trigger something in you that says, I want to go and do something. And that makes me happy. So I'm going to put the word inspire on here. I pulled it off my sticker sheet and I trimmed it down so that I could get all this little extra white color off. And I'm going to give it a little help staying down the page because they're old stickers. And I'm just going to stick it down here in the bottom in this little green area, almost like it's another flower planted. This is the seed that's been planted. And from that word is going to something is going to grow. That's beautiful. That's just how I am going to look at it today. So there we go. I have my distress dauber out. It's probably still got enough on there to distress this, but actually it's got glue. I'm going to use this paper towel and I'm just distress my word that way. I don't want to use my distress dauber because there's glue still on here. It'll ruin my dauber, so I don't care about my paper towel. I just want a little bit of distress. There we go. That works. Okay, and then, of course, I'm just going to take my pencil and just circle my word a little bit. All right, guys, that's all we're going to do to this page. So I'm going to flip it over, and today we're going to do page 16, so let me get set up for that, and I'll be right back. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.